Jaya Devi Mata Nama Jaya 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 Devi Mata Nama. 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 Jaya Jaya Devi Mata Nama.
Good morning, everyone. Let's let the sound of this next bell take us to the deepest place within us. Beautiful. And now, before we get started, I just would love to introduce our amazing guest musician for today. We are so blessed to welcome our very own community members, Doreen Garvin, as our musical inspiration. And the Garvinettes, I don't know, what do you... the possibilities and friends, yes. So for decades, Doreen has been opening hearts and lifting spirits through devotional song and sacred chant. And today, she steps forward in a beautiful solo offering, joined by an all-star band of friends, Jimmy Townsend on keyboard, Reverend Wayne on percussion, you can see him over here, and our amazing backup singers, Joni, Patty, and Sally. Let's give them all some love. Thank you so much. And also, thank you for that beautiful space you created for us. to start us out. Do you want us to stand for our first couple of songs?
Yes, please stand. And
All
I just
right.
want to express my gratitude to Awakening Ways for allowing me to share my music with you. We love you. Yay. In this gratitude week. All right. The words are in your program, so you can get those out. The Lord is a rock in a weary land, weary land, weary land. The Lord is a rock in a weary land. Glory, hallelujah. The Lord is a rock in a weary land, weary land, weary land. The Lord is a rock in a weary land. Glory, hallelujah. The Lord is a rock. 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 The Lord is a rock in a weary land, weary land, weary land. The Lord is a rock in a weary land. Glory, hallelujah. Lord is a rock in a weary land, weary land, weary land. The Lord is a rock in a weary land. Glory, hallelujah. The Lord is a rock. 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 The Lord is a rock in a weary land, weary land, weary land. The Lord is a rock in a weary land. Glory, hallelujah. The Lord is a rock in a weary land, weary land, weary land. The Lord is a rock in a weary land. Glory, hallelujah. Lord is a rock in a weary land, weary land, weary land. Lord is a rock in a weary land. Glory, hallelujah. The Lord is a rock. 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 That's right, you can clap when I'm playing like this, right? All right, this one was inspired, these are the words of the Dalai Lama, and one of my friends put it to music. Every day, think when you wake up. Today I'm fortunate to have woken up. I am alive. I have a precious human life. I'm not gonna waste it. Oh, dead. Oh.
All right. Yes. All right, my friends, please, while you're on your feet, please turn to one another and offer the Namaste greeting. Namaste to each of you. Thank you. So beautiful. Namaste to our tech team, Brian and Gina, and is it Jason? Yes, Jason. Thank you. Namaste to our love streamers. Hello, we thank God for you. We're so grateful you're here. And as you take your seat, please take a moment to silence your cell phones. Namaste, Travis. Silence your cell phones if you wouldn't mind. That would be lovely. Thank you so much. Hey, friends, namaste to each of you. Namaste. I'm Reverend Elizabeth Rowley Hogue, and I'm the spiritual leader here. And I use she, her gender pronouns, and the land upon which we gather is the unceded territory of the Chumash and Salinan people. It is my joy to welcome you to the Awakening Ways Center for Spiritual Living, where all that we ask is that you remain open to the possibility of changing your entire life by changing your mind. This service has been designed especially for you. Welcome home. We have been waiting for you. Yeah. We have an affirmation for today, and I invite you to please repeat after me. I am. I am that I am. Yes, I am. And so it is. Thank you so much. And Reverend Delon is making his way up. He's our practitioner of the day today, a minister of the day. And he's going to offer our opening prayer in a Science of Mind reading. But there's a couple of things I have to share with you before he does that. First of all, I want us to just take a look at these flowers up front. And I want to just express love and our sincere condolences for community member Doc, who made his transition on Monday of last week, and his beloved Carol Ann is here in the room, and this community has been surrounding her with love, and we will continue to do so. We love you. We love Doc, and so blessings, my friend. Yeah, we miss him, but he's right here with us, yes? And so we have these flowers in his memory and just the bright light that he brought to us all. Yeah. And so I would like to call your attention in your program. When you picked it up, there was a salmon-colored form, and this is a prayer request form. And so if there's something that is weighing heavy on your heart for which you would like prayer for, or maybe you're looking to manifest something like a new car or a better job or whatever it is, you can fill out this prayer request form, and our team, our soul support team, will pray over your prayer requests for this next week. And you can go ahead and place your prayer request once it's filled out in the offering basket when it comes around, or we have our prayer request box over to my left here. Now, we love to pray. There is no prayer request too small or too large. If you asked for the prayer last week and you still need a prayer this week, that's fine too, my friends. We love to pray. And this group there's 7 of us, I believe, and yeah, we just love it. Now, also, if you're really experiencing something heavy today, or maybe you want to celebrate something, Reverend Delon is going to be available in the foyer after the service for what I call 1-minute miracles. And he is great. Oh, he's such a great miracle worker. And so, again, it doesn't, there's no big or small in God, right? Whatever's on your heart and you want prayer for, it's available for you after the service. And then if something comes up for you later today or sometime this week and you would like prayer, you can email us at info@awakeningways.org with the subject line of prayer request, and that will get forwarded to our prayer team, who will also pray for the week. And then finally, we have Norma, who is a practitioner, retired practitioner, She's holding the high watch for us up front, which means she's holding space for the service and for all of us, keeping this container for us. She's perfectly fine in meditation. So blessings to Norma. And I believe that's it. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Reverend Delon. Reverend Delon, do you like that?
Hey, good morning. So we have a reading from Ernest Holmes this morning, and it was a really good one this morning. It's out of the 365 readings. So I had to consolidate it a little bit. But if you would just settle in and go ahead and close your eyes, because we're going to move right into a prayer. If, as Jesus said, receiving is the other end of giving, then the more we give, the more we shall receive. We should give the best that we have to one another and to the world. This gift of life is made without effort. It is a complete abandonment of the self to life. I will do this without any hope of reward, but in the glad joy for the opportunity to increase my own livingness. I will do this without any hope of reward, but in the glad joy for the opportunity to increase my own livingness. Everything that I have belongs to the world. Giving, I receive the world back into my own consciousness. So just follow your breath back into your own consciousness. And then give it back to the world. And then receiving it again, and giving it again. This is all one circular, infinite figure eight motion. That one source, that one divine life, living itself through everything and everyone. And I know that I am something that God is doing right now. And so I know that for each one of us this morning, that is true, that God is living its own life as an individual expression of every soul here and everywhere. And so that I know that this morning is absolutely perfect. That from the music, it touches our hearts, it blends our mind and heart and soul and body so that we experience at a deep level that loving, connecting energy that unites us all. And I give thanks for the talk this morning that inspires each one of us to live better and shine brighter. And I give thanks for this. I give thanks for the demonstration of this wonderful service this morning and all our many blessings. And I release my word into the law, knowing that it's so, and so it is.
Deep down inside, I got that everlasting love. It shines just like the sun. It radiates on everyone. And the more hates on everyone. And the more that I give, the more I've got to give. It's a way that I live, it's what I'm living for. Boom, boom, boom. Deep down inside I got that everlasting love. It shines just like the sun. It radiates on everyone. And the more that I give, the more I've got to give. It's a way that I live, it's what I'm living for. Boom, boom, boom. Deep down inside I got that everlasting love. It shines just like the sun. It radiates on everyone. And the more that I give, the more I've got to give. It's a way that I live, it's what I'm living for. Boom, boom, boom. Deep down inside I got that everlasting love. It shines just like the sun. It radiates on everyone. And the more that I give, the more I've got to give. It's a way that I live, it's what I'm living for. Boom, boom, boom. Deep down inside I got that everlasting love. It shines just like the sun. It radiates on everyone. And the more that I give, the more I've got to give. It's a way that I live, it's what I'm living for. Boom, boom, boom. Deep down inside I got that everlasting love. It shines just like the sun. It radiates on everyone. And the more that I give, the more I've got to give. It's a way that I live, it's what I'm living for.
Woo! That's so awesome. Yay! Thank you. Yeah. I love that so much. Boom, boom, boom. You all are going to have that as an earworm, and you have the lyrics you can take with you. Oh, that was so wonderful. Thank you so much. Oh, beloveds, it's so great to be alive. What a great day this is. It seems like November has gone on for a long time, right? This is our fifth Sunday. Fifth Sunday of the month and the last Sunday of the month. And so if you just came in and you're new, I'm Reverend Elizabeth Rowley Hogue, and I'm the spiritual leader here. Welcome. I'm so glad that you joined us today. Now, I want to just give you all a quick recap in case you missed any of the Sundays this month. And we'll come up to the topic for this week, which is the soul of joy. So we began the month with sharing about the fact that joy and happiness are not the same. Joy and happiness are not the same. They're both positive emotions, but joy is actually a deeper, more enduring feeling that comes from within, while happiness can be a fleeting emotion tied to external circumstances. Happiness can be described as an external reaction to a good event, while joy is an internal state of contentment and meaning that can exist even amidst life's challenges. Now, happiness is considered subjective because it does depend on individual feelings and values and experiences. And happiness can bring joy, but happiness from external circumstances is not required for joy to be present, for joy to exist. So in other words, joy doesn't depend on external circumstances. Where's joy? There's Joy. We have someone named Joy, and whenever I say Joy, I think of her. It's great. Isn't this great? This whole month has been about you. Joy doesn't depend on external circumstances. It's an inside job, And it's something that once discovered can be accessed at any time. It's not something we need to chase. It is something that we choose to uncover. Now, Ernest Holmes, the founder of Science of Mind, observed that joy is the natural state of the awakened mind. And so then we moved into looking at how we can uncover or cultivate joy in our own lives. Now, one way to cultivate joy is through creativity. So we explored that. And we had this beautiful coloring book, which is from Amy Steinberg. We also have a book of the month called Make Good, and it looks like we sold out of those, but we have, is this the only coloring book we have? We've got 2 coloring books left. So this is also Make Good, and she's got affirmations in here that are so great, like my mind is powerful, I am safe, I create joy, grateful, just some great opportunities to get out of your head, to get out of the analytical thinking and get into the presence, into the now moment where joy lives. And I would dare say, my friends, that anything that aligns us with the truth of who we are, God in form, actually brings the joy or uncovers the joy. And so whenever we're being creative, what happens? Whenever we're painting or drawing or watering or planting or cooking, I mean, how do you guys get creative? What's your favorite thing? I know you BMX. Are you a bike rider or something? I know about you. What's his thing? Motorcycle? Okay, thank you. Travis playing guitar, playing keyboards, singing, drumming, whatever it is, right? And so whenever we're in those things, it seems like the clouds part and we get real present, don't we? And time we lose track of time because we're so in it and we're so in the experience of it that the sunlight of the Spirit is shining through. That's what I'm talking about. Those are the things that cultivate joy, which is really to part the clouds and allow the joy that already lives within us to come shining forward. Sorry, I didn't mean to say BMX. That was probably insulting. I don't know what I'm talking about. So just pretend like that didn't even happen. Erase. So I would dare say that anything that aligns us with the truth of who we are, God in form, uncovers that joy, because it's really a joy to be alive. It's a joy to be present. It's a joy to get to experience this time together with you. Yes, this is true for me. So we do follow a 5-point spiritual practice here, which includes prayer, meditation, spiritual education, sacred service, and circulation. And we also have this sacred fellowship. And by the way, any other spiritual practice that is personal to you, practice that and follow that, which parts the clouds of thought so that you can experience the joy that is your inherent birthright that lives within you, the joy of living as the presence of Spirit. Are you guys with me? Yeah, all right. Now, joy is a state of consciousness, not a circumstance, and joy, we were reminded, is not the absence of pain, but it is the presence of alignment with truth. And I think of joy as sunlight, right? The clouds don't destroy the sun, do they? So the clouds of our thought don't destroy our joy, they just obscure it sometimes. And so our call to action that week was to part those clouds and feel the joy within us. And then the following week, we were so blessed, y'all were so blessed to have Reverend DeLon share his wisdom on the difference between happiness and joy, which really anchored that in the community, right? How was Reverend DeLon? He was awesome, right? Yeah. Yeah. And then the third week was all about the heart of joy, which introduced why joy was selected for the Seed of Awakening as in November, when November is usually about gratitude or some other synonym for gratitude, thankfulness, appreciation, you name it, right? Whatever that is, but because joy is really like the quiet twin of gratitude, the quiet twin of gratitude that lives in the heart that refuses to close when life hurts. Because let's be real, sometimes life hurts, right? Yeah, sometimes it does. And so the joy that lives within us, though, is the quiet twin of gratitude that refuses to close. It's the heart that refuses to close. And we looked at the experiences of Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist, who observed that everything can be taken from us but one thing, the last of human freedoms, which is to choose one's attitude in any given circumstance, to choose one's own way. Now, Frankl reminded us that joy is a choice with his observations. There were 3 of them, and briefly, the first was a crust of bread shared with another, even though that was all he had to eat. But sharing and giving away that bigger piece to someone else allowed him to feel the joy of enoughness, and it gave him a sense of meaning. And then there was the last cigarette that was traded so that someone else could have a sip of soup. Not even for the own person who was trading the cigarette. He wanted this other person to experience a little sip of soup because he knew that person was so hungry. And then the third example was Frankl laying awake at night, describing the curve of his wife's smile, choosing the echo of that heartbeat after the hug, which was to choose thoughts of love over hate. So have you ever noticed that when you hug someone and then you embrace and then you let go, then there's that echo of the embrace? That's what that is speaking of. And so the practices for that week, I think that was my favorite week, because the practices were name your crust, perform one random act of kindness daily, and then that 3-beat practice, that 3 heartbeat practice, which was to be present to your heartbeat, inhale, exhale, and whisper the words, thank you, still. And having that be the practice. Now, what I loved so much about that week was that the invitation, the call to action for everyone in the room was to choose one, and some chose all 3, and then share it with someone in this community. And I received so many text messages that said, my crust for today. And my heart was so full from receiving those texts. So thank you all for that. That was really awesome. And then week 4, last week, was the mind of joy. And this was reminding us that joy may not be the first emotion that shows up for us, but it's a mindset that we choose and we cultivate continuously until it becomes an actual lasting state of being that is our natural state. And then it was about, okay, so how can we use our imagination to cultivate joy, which is really to think the thoughts that will help us create joy in our lives, yes? And Ernest Holmes observed that true imagination is not fanciful daydreaming, it's actually fire from heaven. And so when we receive these divine downloads, we're actually receiving fire from heaven that is leading us and guiding us and nudging us into our greater expression of ourselves and who we came here to be. And many people use their imagination to rehearse disaster. Do you know anybody that does that? Right? It's like planning for something awful that's going to happen. Worry, the worrier pose. That happens, but that's actually misdirected creative power. So we forget, sometimes that we have this power to create, and whatever it is that we're thinking about is creating our experience for us. And so if any of you are individuals who get stuck in your head about specific things, that's what's creating the suffering. And if we can let go and detach ourselves from that suffering for just a moment of time, we will see and feel the truth to such a degree that we are experiencing heaven on earth, because we get the joy. We get the presence, the stillness, the beauty, the gift of this moment, the gift of being alive in these bodies that we're living in right now. Are you with me? Woo! All right. And so, true imagination is the spiritual faculty that sees the already finished perfection and feels it so vividly that the outer world has no choice but to catch up. Now, sometimes we get stuck seeing the things that are outside and we want to change everything out there. But guess what? It's already in the history. It's already in the past, right? Everything that we're seeing is a result of the product of the past, right? And so now is the only time we have, and we get to choose how we're moving forward from here. Yes? That's a beautiful thing, because that means if we truly believe that every time I see you, I'm seeing you for the first time, because I know that there's been a transformation, right? And I get to experience that too, regardless of what happened yesterday or last week or even this morning. Principle is not bound by precedent. And so we're always being created brand new in every moment. What do you think about that? That's pretty cool, huh? All right, so then I talked about Tifereth, which was from the Kabbalah, Tree of Life. I love that. Remember, we're looking at the mind of joy at that point. So Tifereth literally means beauty or harmony, and it's the sphere right in the center of the Tree of Life. If you're familiar with the Tree of Life, next time you see it anywhere, imagine that sphere right in the center. That's the sphere that balances all the energies, all of it. And mystics say that when you hold a clear and loving, harmonious image in mind, you are standing in Tifereth. You are standing in that center where all of the energies are branching out from. And that's the place where divine beauty pours through us and into form. And then there was Samadhi, which is from yoga and Vedanta traditions. And that's the state of complete absorption where the meditator and the object of meditation actually become one. They become one. And so in higher samadhi, whatever you contemplate with total focus literally begins to manifest, because your mind has merged with the creative intelligence of the universe, which is a powerful, mighty force. And you're not thinking anymore just about the good. You're actually experiencing the good. You are the good in consciousness, because we remember that spirit can only do for us what it can do through us. So we got to let go of that idea that there's a big daddy in the sky that's going to reach down with his giant hand and scoop us out. It's like an unconscious thing, you know, but that's not going to happen, right? So you're not thinking about the good anymore. You've become the good in consciousness. And it's amazing when you really get that this is what's happening and this is how it's going. And then the third was Edilopeia, which is a rare Greek compound word from eidolon, which means image or form, and peion, which is to make. And so ancient poets and philosophers use this word for the divine ability to make forms or images that then became real. Plato and the Neoplatonists believed the gods, or the one, created the world by first imagining perfect forms. And then New Thought, summing it up, simply says, your imagination is actually how the universe, your imagination is actually how the universe imagines through you. Now, I think the most poignant point that was made last week was really about the poet laureate of Colorado named Andrea Gibson, God rest her soul, from their movie, Come See Me in the Good Light, and how they persistently leaned into the eternal in the face of their diagnosis, which propelled them into the present moment to experience the joy of life in their body. After feeling the feelings of the temporary squatters of sadness, fear, and lack, right? And that was just another profound example for us all. And I'm still like that, watching that left me very tender, and I'm still feeling that tenderness. and the way that their poetry has impacted so many people and how it will continue to impact the world. It's so profound. So, friends, that brings us to this week, the soul of joy. The soul of joy. And so in the first week of the month, I received a download on the soul of joy, and I shared that with you. And it was a poem. And the following week, Spirit said, hey, this is an article for the Atascadero Weekly in Paso Robles Press. And so it had 3 more paragraphs for me to add, which I added and submitted, and then it got published. So I'm going to share the full poem with you now. And I'm inviting you to embody the words by listening from the depth of your soul, from that deepest place within you. Create pictures using your imagination from the words that are spoken. And if you will, I invite you to take this journey of the soul of joy with me now. And you can go ahead and close your eyes if that feels comfortable for you, or just rest your gaze gently a few feet in front of you. If joy had a soul, it would be a living sunrise, never static, always rising. It would feel like the first breath after laughter that surprises you, warm and weightless, expanding in your chest until your ribs forget their bones. It would hum in a key just above silence, a vibration you could sense in your teeth and the soles of your feet. Its color isn't one shade, but every shade at once. The way a prism catches light and refuses to choose. The soul would move like a child chasing soap bubbles, light-footed, reckless with wonder, popping each moment just to watch it shimmer into the next. It would carry the scent of rain on hot pavement, the taste of bread broken in fellowship, and the sound of a song you almost remember. Touch it and your fingertips would tingle with the memory of every good thing that ever happened to you, even the ones you forgot you knew. It wouldn't speak in words, but in sparks. The crackle of a match struck in the dark, the pop of champagne, the hush before a secret is shared. It would forgive instantly, not out of weakness, but because holding grudges would weigh it down. And joy's soul is built for flight. At its core, it would be fearless in its tenderness, reaching for your hand in a crowded room, slipping into the pause between heartbeats, reminding you that being alive is already the punchline to a joke the universe has told itself. This joy would nestle in the quiet aftermath of prayer, where doubts dissolve like mist at dawn. It would whisper through the pages of ancient texts, not as doctrine, but as invitation, urging you to dance barefoot on sacred ground. Picture it weaving through a circle of open hearts, lifting voices in harmony that transcends language, fusing strangers into a tapestry of shared wonder beneath the same wide sky. It would bloom in acts of quiet service, a hand extended to the weary traveler, a meal shared with the hungry heart, simple yet profound, nourishing the spirit as much as the body. In moments of solitude, it would sit beside you on a park bench, watching leaves surrender to autumn's gentle pull, teaching that release is not loss, but liberation. It would celebrate the divine spark in every face, mirroring the Creator's delight in creation. No storm could dim its radiance. It would rise stronger from the rain, painting rainbows across tear-streaked skies. Joy's soul reminds us that faith is not a shield against sorrow, but a lantern through it, illuminating paths we feared to tread. Ultimately, it calls us home to ourselves, to laugh without apology, love without reserve, and live as if each day is a resurrection. In embracing this soul, we find the eternal now, where heaven touches earth in the ordinary miracle of being, and we are never alone. That's what it would be like if joy had a soul. And so it is. And so, friends, our spiritual practice for this week is to practice embodying the soul of joy daily. And there's several ways to do this. Number one, find prisms of light in your surroundings and take a picture and then share that with someone from here when you find one. Do you ever see these at home? Like you're cruising through your house and there's a little prism on the floor. I get so excited when I see these. I'm like, and I take a picture, but I never send it to someone. So now I'm going to send it to someone. I invite you to do the same. Sometimes they show up on walls or floors, even on pets. Have you ever seen that? Or on people, on their clothes. It's like, it's so beautiful. Number two, blow some bubbles and then try to catch them. Number three, have a meal from someone from this community. Number four, share a secret with someone, even if it's not really a secret. That feeling of, can I tell you a secret? You're awesome. Number five, reach for someone's hand and hold it for a moment. 6, dance barefoot, feeling the earth beneath your toes. Number 7, watch fallen leaves dancing in the wind. Number 8, most importantly, share your experience with another person from this community. And even if you have something that wasn't listed, that is creative, that really has you feeling that joy, share that with someone from this community so they can feel that joy and experience it with you. Then we are together in this delightful journey in community. I'm telling you, I had such a blast receiving these messages from so many of you on that crust challenge. I would love to hear from you again this week. And so, in closing, my friends, I want to just share with you about the Seed of Awakening that's coming for December. And I was recently invited to serve on the board for a new local nonprofit called the Goddess Temple of the Central Coast. And Spirit, as me, said yes. Now they are devoted to the work of the goddess to help women embody the frequency of the divine feminine. And we've had 4 meetings already, and Spirit is moving so fast. They already have a location, and they're having this huge holiday fair, and it's just amazing how quickly Spirit moves, right? Now, there's a word that I keep hearing when I'm with these women, and the word that is really resonating with me are all variations of the word align. Like, is it aligned? I'm in alignment with that. That feels aligned. And I'm really digging that word, right? Aligned. That means like I'm in agreement with that, or that is an agreement with my set of values. It's so powerful. And it occurred to me that we can get out of alignment sometimes, can't we? Anybody here go to the chiropractor ever? Right? Yeah. Or a practitioner, you know? When we go to a chiropractor, they're helping us realign our spines. And, you know, when we see a practitioner or a minister in a spiritual counseling coaching session, we are getting realigned. We're aligning with the divine, yes? And so we might get out of alignment with ourselves. We might get out of alignment with others, with God, with joy. And so we use these tools that we have that we're learning in order to recalibrate, yes? And The word that has come up as our seed is communication, because our words create worlds, and it's really about communion with one another, with spirit through our spiritual practices like prayer, meditation, spiritual education, circulation, selfless service, and our sacred fellowship. So for the month of December, we're going to explore communication as our seed, and it's along the lines of the theme of awakening to belonging through compassionate communication. And so our book of the month is going to be Nonviolent Communication by Marshall Rosenberg. Have you all heard of him? Yeah. And so it's going to be a beautiful thing for us. And I think we're going to have one meetup in the month of December to connect on the book. There's so much richness about it. And then we'll continue to explore the concept through the first quarter of 2026. So now I'm going to invite the musicians to come on up quietly as they prepare for the closing song. And we're going to prepare for our closing spiritual mind treatment. And so I invite you to get comfortable. There's a thing called the religious science shuffle, which is shake your body, do whatever you need to do, scratch your nose, scratch your head, stretch your arms, whatever you need to do to get comfortable so you can be in your body and forget about your body for just a minute or two. And then take a few deep breaths with me, first by exhaling and then inhaling. One more. And join me in turning your attention inward. As I turn my attention inward, I return to this beautiful, expansive space within, which is the space where I know and remember with every fiber of my being that spirit is all that there is. And it is here right now expressing itself in me, as me, and through me. And it is everywhere present. There is nowhere that God is not. And I remember in this moment that I am surrounded by love. I am surrounded by joy. All that I think, all that I say, and all that I do is anchored in this love and in this joy, even in the midst of the human experience and any challenges that come up. I know and remember with every fiber of my being that I am anchored in this truth, that Spirit has birthed me into existence for such a time as this, to experience life in a way that it can only do through the unique and unrepeatable way that is me. This is true for all of us. And it's such a beautiful gift to remember this truth, because as I remember this truth, I can let go of my bloated nothingness, which is any of the old ego constructs or anything that would hinder or block me from experiencing or being the expression of the divine in all that I think and all that I say and in all that I do. Something magnificent is happening, and it is spirit. And so I know that as I go forward from here, I am walking in, with, around, before, behind, beside the presence of the divine. It is everywhere. And it is so good, and I'm so grateful for the beauty that has been created here today, the beauty of all of the individuals who have been in service, who have worked and practiced and rehearsed to create this space together, for all of the volunteers who have come in before we even arrived. Before I arrived, those volunteers that came in to set things up and to create an expression and to have information accessible for all of us. I'm so grateful for this. I'm grateful for each individual act of love that has occurred today. And I'm grateful for all of the individual acts of love that occur as we go forward from here. God is so good, and I am so grateful. This day is blessed, and the rest of this week is blessed. Just because I'm alive, just because each individual is alive. And so with great gratitude, I release my word into the loving and creative action of the law, where I know it is so, and so it is. Thank you.
So I'd like to dedicate this last song to Doc. May he fly high. And I'd also like to thank my friends here for supporting me. May all beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all beings be away from sorrow and the causes of sorrow. May all beings never be separated from the great happiness which is sorrowless, 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 light of the world. Just as long as I live in this world, I am the light of this world. Just as long as I live in this world, I am the light of this world. Just as long as I live in this world, I am the light of this world. May all beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all beings be away from sorrow and the causes of sorrow. May all beings never be separated from the great happiness which is sorrowless, 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 light of the world. Just as long as I live in this world, I am the light of this world. Just as long as I live in this world, I am the light of this world. Just as long as I live in this world, I am the light of this world. May all beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all beings be away from sorrow and the causes of sorrow. May all beings never be separated from the great happiness which is sorrowless, 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 light of the world. Just as long as I live in this world, I am the light of this world. Just as long as I live in this world, I am the light of this world. Just as long as I live in this world, I am the light of this world. May all beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all beings be away from sorrow and the causes of sorrow. May all beings never be separated from the great happiness which is sorrowless, 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 light of the world. Just as long as I live in this world, I am the light of this world. Just as long as I live in this world, I am the light of this world. Just as long as I live in this world, I am the light of this world. Boo-bop, shabop, bebop, shabop, boo-bop, shabop, light of the world. May all beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all beings be away from sorrow and the causes of sorrow. May all beings never be separated from the great happiness that is sorrowless, 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 light of the world.
Yay, thank you. So beautiful. All right, my friends, it's now time for our conscious giving. Will our ushers please come forward? My friends, if this service has inspired you in any way, I invite you to please consider making a donation to support your spiritual home. Oh, look who we have for our amazing volunteers today. We have Carol and Phil. Let's give them some love. Thank you so much. And if you're tuning in on the live stream, you can make your donation to us by going to paypal.me/awakeningways. And if you're in the room and forgot your checkbook, no problem. We have a QR code on the back of the program that you can scan with your smartphone and make your donation that way. And I invite you to now please either take your gift and place it over your heart, or you can place your hand over your heart and please repeat after me. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift.
From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift.
I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper.
I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper.
It is evidence of my faith and my belief.
It is evidence of my faith and my belief.
It does great work in the world.
It does great work in the world.
And returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is.
God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need.
Let's just turn within one more time. Meister Eckhart said, if thank you is the only prayer we ever said, that would be enough. And we let that deep gratitude, that thank you, open up and part the clouds for our joy as we continue on in this day and through the rest of the week. That joy just shines 10% brighter, and it makes all the difference in our livingness and lovingness and how the world is. So I just give that thanks. I send my word into the law, knowing that it's done. I let it be so, and so it is.
Thank you. I'll take that. All right. And it's now time for our announcements angel to come on up. We have quite a few announcements for today, and Kat Alisi is our announcements angel. Let's give Kat some love. And by the way, it occurred to me that we forgot to put something in the announcement. So as she makes her way up, I'm going to share that with you, which is we still have our raffle going on. We kicked this off, the Basket Bonanza raffle. We kicked it off on November 16th when we had our Loves Table. And there are 3 baskets. We've got a Baker's Dream, we've got Pasta La Vista Baby, and Energy Tools in a bag. Donated, so one was donated. These are all actually donated by board members. So we have Kathy Scruton. Let's give her some love. Thank you for the Baker's Dream. And we have Gina DiGirolamo and BJ for the Pasta La Vista, the Edo basket. And also the energy tools in a bag, Sue and Frank, Sue Christian, thank you so much. What a beautiful thing. And so the raffle tickets are $2 per ticket or 3 tickets for $5. And there's a whole list. And Joy will help you over at the table here if you'd like to buy a raffle ticket. The drawing for that will be on December 14th. And then we also have some other Maker's Fair items left over, some beautiful items that were created by Sue Christian, and there's a few more items by Lori Meininger. And so all of the proceeds go to Awakening Ways. And now I'll turn it over to you. Thanks, Kat.
Good morning. Tomorrow evening, December 1st, is the Men's Connection Circle at our center on El Camino Real. Join hosts David Clark and Travis Hogue for an evening of connection, growth, and spiritual exploration. Beginning on Tuesday, December 2nd, Reverend Diane Davison will be hosting a weekly gathering for anyone experiencing grief this season. This love offering of love and compassion will be held on Tuesdays during the month of December from 12 noon to 1 p.m. at our center, beginning this week on December 2nd. And you don't want to miss next Sunday, December 7th, as we have our very own Reverend Susan kicking off the Seed of Awakening for December as our guest speaker. Woo! We also have our Spiritual Sprouts program led by Sonia. Bring the kids for this fun program while you enjoy service. Give yourself the gift of 1 hour of profound peace and serenity at Holiday Harmony Sound Healing with Reverend Elizabeth on Tuesday the 9th at 6 p.m. or Wednesday the 10th at 2 p.m. No fee to attend. Love offerings accepted. Come experience this gift of peace and bliss for your soul. And over here we have sign-ups, so be sure to sign up for the White Tara Empowerment with Thipo Tulku Rinpoche coming up on Saturday, December 13th from 10 to 2 p.m. White Tara is the goddess of healing and compassion. Thipo received the transmission for White Tara Empowerment directly from the Dalai Lama. Join us for spiritual activation, no fee to attend, and it's a potluck, so bring your favorite dish to share. He will also offer private White Tara blessings in our practitioner room that day. We have many other events happening this month, so be sure to take home the December Purple Page. Visit the back tables and make sure you are signed up for the events and weekly emails so you won't miss out on our wonderful community fellowship opportunities. Here is a brief synopsis of what else is coming up. Thursday, December 11th, the Women's Connection Circle at 6 p.m. Tuesday, December 16th, Meditation Lab Intro with Reverend Dolan at 6 p.m. Thursday, December 18th, Holiday Candlelight Service and Dessert Potluck at 7 p.m. Also on Thursday the 18th, we are serving food for Echo and Atascadero at 5 p.m. Come give to others who are in need, and then come to the service afterwards. So we are still stuffing the bins for our Loaves and Fishes donations. There are many items needed to help supply those who are part of the SNAP program. There are flyers on the table in the lobby with a list of needed items. Our book of the month, Make Good, Cultivating Joy with Creativity, and coloring book are both available for purchase at the book table. The November-December Science of Mind is also available for $12 at the book table. And lastly, please join me in giving a big shout out to all of our volunteers and staff who make this happen.
All right, let's circle up for our benediction and call and response. That was close. Hi. You too. All right, my friends, won't you know with me that you are never alone, that God is where you are right now and always, and all that we ever need do is turn within. And it is here we will find we are guided, sustained, directed, and inspired by a source that knows only good. Joyously let us make use of these gifts in all that we think, in all that we say, and in all that we do. Please repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening as me right now.
Something wonderful is happening as me right now.
It is this thing called joy. Joy is in my mind. Joy is in my body. Joy is in my pocketbook. Joy is in my relationships. Joy is everywhere. I think it. I feel it. I believe it. I express it. I accept it. Just the way that it is. And just the way that it is not. Thank you, joy. Woo!
May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. And may I be happy. May I be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. And may you be happy. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. And may we be